Hello, everyone. I'm sure you guys are. Oh, I forgot the music again. Hey, hold on, hold on. You guys love the jazz. You know the jazz that's always in the background. You guys love that. You guys love hearing that constantly, all the time. Don't worry, there'll be new music eventually. Whoa, hi. It's there wasn't a daily commentary yesterday, but in my defense, I was lazy. So I didn't because I was lazy. But there's one today. Hello, hi everybody. Hello, welcome to the daily commentary. I guess maybe once in a while I'll take a day off. Today is gonna be that like video where I ask for a bunch of like questions and stuff like that, saying is there any topics that you guys may want or have or anything like that. Well, I'm gonna go through some of the more ones that I can't make a full like video out of, and so I'm gonna combine all of them, answering some of the more simple questions, and then the ones that I skip over I'm gonna be making into a more bigger commentary video. Like there's some that are like super in depth, like in your opinion, where do you see VTubers evolve or change in the next 5 to 10 years? Like that's a great one. That's like a video on its own. There's some videos where I just want to kind of like tackle it with more time prepared, like I don't want it to be something that I'm making at 10 p.m. and I only have 2 hours left to like finish recording and uploading and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go for the more simple stuff. Also, if you didn't notice, that this is another new model. This is actually my first model, my first ever model that I got. This is my original model, the OG model actually. And yeah, it's very pog. I don't use it too much just because I don't like how the mouth isn't as accurate as I'd like it to be. It's not like basically this rigging is like 3 years old at this point. It definitely, you can see that the times have changed, the rigging sciences have advanced, so I need some more magical rigging bones in my body eventually, which is why we have the new model coming up kind of soon. That'll be exciting. That'll be fun. I'm definitely gonna go all in for the rigging. Don't get me wrong, the rigging's great for this one. I still think it looks great. It looks wonderful. It's still very flowy, very floppy, very nice, but just not as much as I, like not bouncy enough. Not like the mouth doesn't. There wasn't all the different blend shapes before that they had before, like all the vowel sounds. Anyway, I'm going a little off tangent, but it doesn't matter because this is just kind of a shitpost kind of commentary video kind of day. But basically I'm gonna be going over a bunch of questions that you guys had that I didn't think I'd be able to make into an entire video, so I'm gonna stuff them all into one video. Pretty much that's the plan. But hopefully you guys like this model. I know the last time I did my chibi model, and you guys were all huge bullies. Like I was talking about anime, and no one talked about anime in the comments. Everyone was just talking about how tiny my neck was, or that my model looked bad. I think, damn, I thought everyone would love the model. Turns out everyone hated it. Like, what the heck? Like, I get it. I have a toothpick neck, but like, but you could have been talking about like I even had hot takes, like there was like a lolly anime, and like I didn't say it was horrible. Like you could have like canceled me on Twitter, but no, you wanted to cancel my neck, my model. But bro, what the heck? Yeah, so I'm just gonna be answering some simple questions today. I'm basically going in the video before, going in the comment section and kind of looking at it. So that's the plan for today. Okay, without further ado, let's get into some of the questions. I don't know, should I say the names? Do you guys want your names to be told? Yeah, screw it. I'll say the names of who asked these questions. So, at Lady Hawthorne. For simple questions, I am curious about what kind of music you enjoy, favorite movies, and anime. So for music, I I prefer the stuff that sounds good to my ears. I like when music sounds good to my ears. That's my favorite type of music, when I like what I'm listening to. That's my favorite type of music. It sounds really silly. I would say my favorite genre would be alternate. I like when music sounds really unique. I don't like hearing the same cookie cutter like thing that I've heard before. I like hearing things that are very unique. I like alternate songs. I have an extremely wide variety of songs. I just like them sounding good. You know, I honestly kind of pride myself on my music taste because like I've had so many people while I'm like streaming or doing anything like that compliment my playlist or whatever I'm listening to, and they're always like, damn, I may not agree with you on everything, but fuck, your music's really good. You have really good music taste, and that's one of the things that I pride myself on. I think that like I like songs that are just like interesting, and like my variety, like you can go from, for example, a Tom Cardy song to you know, an anime song to a super serious song to a Millie song to like an Idol song to a Billie Eilish song, you know? So it's like, it's just super variety, but all of them are just bangers. Like I like interesting music, and I don't follow a particular genre. I just want the music to sound good. That's kind of my take on music. As for favorite movies, I actually don't watch movies. I hate movies because I don't like how long movies are. I feel like it is a huge waste of time. Sure, I'll play like 5 League of Legends matches in a row, which equals one, you know, one movie, or I'll watch like 5 anime episodes in a row, which is like one movie, or I'll watch like 20 to 30 anime episodes in a row. Like I'll do things in like large amounts in one sitting, but they're like small things. So it's like if I need to get up and go, I can get up and go, because I am the type of person, when I'm doing something, when I'm watching something, when I am like doing something, that is what I'm doing. I while I am able to multitask and I can have like videos on in the background or music on in the background while I do work and other stuff, and you know, do multitasking, when I'm watching like an anime or when I'm watching a show with someone or I'm watching a movie with someone, like that person could be like playing League of Legends match while watching the movie, but I will only be watching the movie. I will only be watching the anime. I'm not doing anything else aside giving this show my full attention, pretty much. That's why I don't like movies, because that is like 2 hours to 3 hours of my time just gone. And it's not like you can just get up and leave during a movie, because like you'd be losing all kind of tension that the filmmaker is trying to do for you. So while I do think a lot of movies are really good and the movies are nice, and also, wow, thanks for following Haven Quest. I'm not that's funny. And so while I may not like I like movies, but I just don't like the time that you have to spend to watch movies. I find it very inconvenient, you know? As for anime, I would say that if we're talking about like my favorite anime, well, here, if we're gonna talk about my favorite movie is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's the only movie that I will just watch no matter what, and I'll watch it however many times. Like I used to watch it as a kid, and now I watch it now, and now I've watched it, and now they have like the little anime that came out too, which I haven't watched yet, but it seems pretty interesting. As for anime, I would say that my favorite anime, I'm kind of like contractually obligated to say it's No Game No Life is my favorite anime. It's the anime that gave me my name. It's the one of the characters in it is the inspiration for the look of myself, or at least the basis, the starting of you know, my creation, you know. I've liked almost all the characters. I like the concept. It's just an anime that I really like, and it was one of the few animes where I actually like. I think it was the first light novel that I ever bought and read. Like I even have physical copies of like the No Game No Life light novels and stuff like that. I even have the spin-off manga, which is No Game No Life Please, and it's really cute, and it's all just like manga panels and stuff like that. Other, you know, I of course like other animes too. I think Erased was really good. I really like Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen's another banger. It's a very good one. I like that one a lot. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of bangers, for sure. But that's what I'm going for. So I can't remember if you answered this before, but when you created your lore, what kind of sparked it into light for you? What exactly helped inspire it? What kind of advice would you give for someone creating their own lore with characters themselves or the world itself? This was asked by Melody, my precious mod, my precious friend. So when I created my lore, that's a great question. Well, I guess that depends on if you mean the character or if you mean the world. For the world, I would say it came from my imagination. I would say my imagination. I don't know if I can really explain it. It's just I started thinking and then it became. I started thinking and it became. I wanted to think of like okay, so I guess it was piece by piece. I wanted to make sure that there was, like, for example, for some characters, I don't know how many people follow lore. I still need to make a lot more lore videos, but basically, like, I leave breadcrumbs. So basically I have an idea, I have a layout for what I want the plot to be, what I want the plot to do, and what I want characters to be and what I want characters to do, and I leave breadcrumbs knowing what the character fully is myself, but not fully giving it away to the audience. I know, of course, me, myself, and I know all of the motives between the characters and what their true feelings are, whereas what they show people may not be their true feelings or may not be their true things. Like, it's for you to figure out through the breadcrumbs that I leave out. And as for creating my world and stuff, one of the major things I wanted was I wanted it to be unique. I didn't want it to be the same thing that everyone else does, everyone else has. I want it to be unique. I want it to make sense. I want it to fit its own laws. Like, I don't want to break any rules that I set for myself. So that's why I made, like, the rules of the world and how the world works, and everything has to fit the way that the world was made. Like, I can't just, like, break continuity and stuff like that. Which makes things rough when you're making new characters and new things like that, because you need to make sure they match the world space, which is that's kind of the main thing. It's basically like just knowing, creating your world. You can do it piece by piece, smaller things, and just like making sure that you don't break the own rules that you set for yourself, unless there's like an explicit reason to, or if like everyone just misinterpreted your rules or something like that. That's how I would do it. So Lewis had a question, but I feel like that would fit in an entire video. Do you find daily commentary is more stressful, or does it take some weight off your shoulders because you can spew what's in your head / interact with the audience more? This one is by Luigi Muse Maximus of Tides 8540. Hello, hi Luigi. How you doing? So I feel like daily commentary would absolutely not be stressful, except for the fact that, like, a lot of times I leave it until like 10 p.m. and then I'm like, fuck, no, I need to post this. I need to do my daily commentary. I'm running out of time. The only thing I don't like about the daily commentary is I don't like the feeling of running out of time. If I just did it when I woke up and, you know, I planned for a few hours ahead of time, I feel like it would be it wouldn't be very stressful at all. It would be kind of therapeutic. It would be fun. I would say there's a few aspects of daily commentary that's stressful, but I feel like the funs and the pros outweigh the cons. The things about daily commentary that's stressful is you need to do it every day. If you don't, then it feels bad. And it's hard coming up with a topic every single day, like making sure you have a topic to go. Like sometimes even finding a topic can take hours and hours, and I don't want it to just be any kind of topic. I want it to be something that I'm passionate about and something that I can talk about and something that I'd like, you know? So that's why it can be stressful, but like the pros is I get to talk to you guys every single day. I get to create a like actual good connection with you guys. You know, I'm not trying to go for any kind of parasocial connections or shit like that. I just want to, you know, I'd rather be able to like actually talk to you guys and you know, I'm an actual person, and you guys get to see more of my personality rather than the character that I portray, or, you know, like how I act. Like I'm being myself. I'm if anything, I'm proving that the character I play is more or less myself, you know? That's how I feel. So either way, like daily commentary is a little stressful. However, it's mostly my fault why it's stressful, rather than, you know, anyone else's fault. I don't think it would be stressful if it wasn't I do things like the last second, you know. That's what I would have to say. Yes. Mhm. But it also is fun to spew. The only, like, I guess another major problem is, like, I'm also worried about views, because I know, like, this can hurt the channel a lot, especially if it doesn't pull in views. So it's like, I can't talk about anything I want, because I also have to worry about making it needs to be clickbaitable. Like, it needs to be something that people will actually click on, you know? So it's like, I have to find a topic that I can somehow make it so there's a really nice thumbnail in mind and there's a really nice title in mind. Otherwise it's like, otherwise it's doomed, you know? So I don't know. It's just like a lot of stuff and a lot of thoughts that go into it where it's rough sometimes, you know? Up next, having seen other VTubers getting into them lately, are you into any of them trading card games such as Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering? And if so, what interests you about that one over others? Been enjoying the content ever since getting your channel recommended recently. That is by Carl Addleberry. Okay, your name's hard. Hi, Carl. I'm just gonna call you Carl. Okay, so I have actually, like, ever since I was a kid, I've always had trading card games. I started off when I was like 8, 7, 6, when I was a really young bun, you know, young Benoy. I had Pokemon cards. Of course, me being, you know, a fucking 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, I didn't understand how it worked. I didn't use any of those energy cards. I didn't use whatever mana system. I just saw whatever the cards were. I looked at the damage numbers and I just, like, you know, I didn't play the game the way that I was intended, but I still had fun with it. And eventually Papa Bun played video games, and one of the games that he played was Hearthstone. So that was something that I ended up getting into. It was my first ever actual, like, online trading card game, and it was the one that I stick with the most. I still to this day sometimes play Hearthstone. I'm still pretty decent at Hearthstone. I think like the like farthest I've gotten was like platinum, or maybe the thing after platinum. Like I might have gotten diamond in Hearthstone. I never made it to legend, but I could if I wanted to. I mean, it's just a matter of how much do you want to play it. You know, like most games, like if you want to do good in rank, it's just play it a lot. Most of the time play it a lot and know it's good and know what you're good at. That's how you rank. That's how you climb ranked in video games. You want to be challenger in League of Legends? One trick. Just be a one trick. Be a one trick and know like 3 champions and play a lot, and then you'll be good. But I've also like played a lot of trading card games. I played Shadowverse when it came out. I didn't like it too much. I stopped with it very soon. I played Legends of Runeterra, which I played for a decent bit, but after getting used to Hearthstone, where you kind of control where your attacks went, it felt really bad that people can dictate where your damage goes. I'm used to, like, I like being able to choose where I'm putting my damage. It's more satisfying for me. And then after Legends of Runeterra, I actually got into Magic the Gathering. I even started trying to make and design some Magic the Gathering Shiri cards, which, like, I you know, I could even make an entire video just on that alone, because, you know, I have some, like, I pride myself in designing and creating and writing, and I feel like my cards would actually be really cool. I was even thinking about like making a pink mana system where, like, you know, because like in Magic the Gathering, it's like you play land cards, and pink land could be like meadows or flowers and stuff like that, and so Shiri could be a pink and black mana card. And so it's really cool. I like designing it. I also really like designing Hearthstone stuff too. Magic the Gathering seems really cool, but I am still very new to it. The only card game that I don't think I've played, at least the mainstream card game that I don't think I've played, is Yu-Gi-Oh. I've never played the Yu-Gi-Oh. It looks bad. It doesn't look fun. It looks stupid. No offense, Yu-Gi-Oh players. I don't like how it's basically you either win on turn 1 or turn 2. I don't like how when you look at the cards, it looks like you're looking at a fucking essay. I don't want to read an essay when I'm looking at a card, unless I'm the one writing the essay. But so I would say the 2 favorite trading card games that interest me the most would be definitely Pokemon. No, I lied. Not Pokemon. Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. Those are my 2 favorites. Oh no, I left my water. No, my water. Heck. Okay, you can answer this if you feel comfortable. What would you ever do a face reveal? Also, what got you into being a VTuber? If you feel comfortable, you can answer them. Thank you, Frog. No, I will never do a face reveal because you see my face. You're looking at my face. This is my face. I am an anime. I am a pink-haired Benoit boy. This is me. This is I. This is me. You won't see my face because you're looking at my face. I would never want to break any kind of immersion, especially because there's no immersion to be broken, because this is me. And what got me into being a VTuber? I actually had no idea I was going to be a VTuber. I started off with video editing and I was a manager, and I basically just made a character because I didn't want to be some faceless manager, so I made my own quirky little character, not thinking that I would end up being a VTuber. And that's how I ended up with looking the way that I do. It wasn't meant to be anything big. It wasn't meant to be my VTuber face, but it ended up becoming this way after like, I don't know, after I started getting into content creation myself. It just kind of went into place. It just happened. My top 5 favorite Pokemon: Scorbunny, Sylveon, Eevee, Mawile, Absol, Ryulu. That's off the top of my head. Those are what I can think of. That question was asked by Mr. Game, Mr. J Game. Thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Helsang asked a question about VTubers. That one would go into its own video. I feel like I can make a very long video about that, asking about VTubers and the stuff in general. Have me and Shizu ever met IRL? No, but I will be going to TwitchCon next year, so we will, because I'm only assuming that Shizu will be going to TwitchCon. So like, I guess we will eventually. I'm also going to be able to meet a bunch of other people, but you know, that's always scary. I don't like the outside world. It's super scary. But no, to answer your question, I have not met IRL. I actually just don't leave the house, so I haven't met anyone IRL. So probably this more to, okay, grammar, probably answered this more than you care to. Okay, so that does work. But are you bi? What are some activities you enjoy? How many of your VTuber friends are friends outside of the tube? Once again, I don't want to be intrusive. I'm just curious. No words. Steve RD. Welcome. Hi. Great question. I answered this. I am pan. I really don't find, like, so basically how I would explain my sexuality, I guess, is I don't find real life people attractive. I'm not attracted to them in the slightest. I hate anything that isn't 2D. I like anime. Anime looks nice to me. The only thing I'm really attracted to is anime, but I do like people's personalities, and while I have been damaged and severely hurt in the past with previous relationships, you know, I like people's personalities, and I like people for people. I'm never going to be attracted to a person. Like, I don't know, I've never like looked at someone, I've looked at someone and been like, damn, they're hot, I guess, but I've never been attracted to someone based on someone's appearance, you know? So I don't know, take that answer how you will, but I would consider myself pan, or there might be like a special word for it. I don't know if it's like demi or whatever. There's a lot of terms for it. Mine's definitely unique. It's different, but I wouldn't really know how to describe myself, though. I would say that I've normally had more of a straight leaning towards the people that I've had relationships with. I have been in relationships with very few guys, but very few, I would say. But not to say that I wouldn't, you know, like I consider I'm pan for a reason, you know, just be a good person. Smile. What are some activities I enjoy? I enjoy playing Wizard 101. I enjoy chatting with people on Discord. I enjoy you. I enjoy my fluffle. I enjoy making lore. I really like making lore. Like what do I do mainly? I make videos, I record, I stream, I work on lore, I write scripts. That's about it. So those are my activities. Sometimes I watch anime. I kind of have to now. Okay, how many of your VTuber friends are friends outside of the tube? I don't go outside, so technically none, but you know, I message people on Discord and stuff. I don't go outside. I don't have like quote unquote real life friends. I don't go outside like at all. I don't I don't go outside. Like ever since high school stopped and I stopped going to college classes, I haven't had a reason to go outside. I don't have any friends outside of the internet, so I'm what you call terminally online. I don't go outside. I don't have a reason to go outside. I don't have a car. I don't have a license, so like, why should I? So my friends are all online, so maybe that's the answer to your question. Who knows? Have I ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? If you haven't, I would recommend. That is asked by Coin Short. Hello, Coin Short. Thank you for the question. Have I ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? Yes, I haven't finished it. I didn't finish Joceline's part, the one where they're in Florida. It was good. I liked it. I'm not a big fan of stands. I liked it when it was Harmone, but I can understand why stands are kind of cool. I really liked the Italian one. It was very funny. I like how funny JoJo is. And I think Joseph Joestar is my favorite Joestar because they're very funny. I like it when they're funny. Sherry, what are your thoughts on the LGBT community? And are you gay? I fully support the LGBT community and gay people. I'm just curious. I want to learn more about you, buddy. Hello, Stuart Matthews. Hello, hi. That's the person who asked the question. I am pan. I wouldn't consider myself gay. I've dated a lot more women than I have guys. But you know, like that's what it is, Yugi. That's what it do, Yugi. You know, I wouldn't consider myself straight. I wouldn't consider myself gay. I'm more pan or whatever. There's a lot of like new terms now that I don't fully know. That probably defines me more, but I just don't know all of them. So yeah, that's my answer. And the last question is Patreon ASMR. I answered this one in the YouTube thing. Patreon exclusives will they'll be continuing within either next week or the week after next week, because I'm slowly getting back into my schedule and the groove of things. So hopefully I will be able to go right back on that Patreon grind for all the buns who have enjoyed and missed my ASMR, which it won't just be the Patreon ASMR, there will also be the normal ASMR on the ASMR channel. And yeah, it's something to look forward to. But those were all of the questions. There were two that I skipped because I think they would make for a really good long form video, which were where do I see VTubers in general, and also a story time, which I think I did a story time before. Well, not a story time, but like a draw your life type of thing, where it's like I basically talk about like everything up until now, I guess. But yeah, those were the questions. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I have no idea how I'm gonna clickbait this, but hopefully you enjoyed the model. It looked a little choppy. I don't know why it's choppy sometimes, you know. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully it didn't look bad. I appreciate you getting this far. If you made it this far, I mean, you should probably like the video if you liked it. If you don't like it, if you dislike it, I'll kill you, I'll stab you, I'll murder you and your family. Please leave a algorithmic comment down below. It could be more questions if you have any more questions for me, especially because like I can turn those questions also into you know, commentary questions like for the future, you know, do this again basically. Not to mention there's also like, I just love when there's discussions down in the comments. I try to comment and reply to as many as I can see and stuff like this, and I appreciate you actually getting this far into the video. Not everyone will watch a 28-minute video, you know, of me just rambling and answering questions, especially when you can't even see the questions on your screen, because I was lazy and I didn't want to like do that, so I didn't. But hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. So thank you, and bye 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 bye.